Life is perfect today. I wouldn't want to spend it any other way than like this. Life is perfect with you. Life is perfect today.
I really wish I knew who it was. I don't know, my memory is just so bad this semester is cool.
Hey guys, so this tag has been going around on YouTube for a while now. It's been the YouTube made me do it or made me buy it tag, whatever it's called. I definitely have been influenced by a lot of YouTubers. That I've influenced you guys to buy certain products as well, because you've let me know that. And I just want you to know that, like, I've spent my money on things as well by, you know, recommendations and influences from other people, so don't feel bad. The most influential person on YouTube for me has been Jaclyn Hill, or Jaclyn Hill 1. I'll link all the channels below to all the channels that I do watch and love. And these are pretty much my favorite YouTubers to watch. Need to subscribe to these people because they're so amazing at what they do and they're so entertaining too. So Jaclyn Hill has, she was the first actual YouTuber that I did start watching for beauty channels and that sort of thing. I don't even know if I had an account when I started watching her. I definitely was nowhere near doing videos or anything like that. I was just starting to experiment a little more with makeup, and I probably searched how to do something on YouTube, and when I saw her beautiful face, I was instantly like obsessed with her. I thought she is the most beautiful woman and so talented. All her tutorials are very step by step. She explains it very well. So you really need to go watch her channel because she is amazing. The very first thing is what I'm holding here, and if you don't know what these are red cherry lashes. She used to wear these all the time. I think now she wears like velour, mink lashes, or that sort of thing. She definitely experiments a little. But for a while this is all she wore. And I can see why, because they are amazing, especially if you have a larger span on your eyelid that you can get away with a nice full lash. These are beautiful. They're the number 43. And they're just amazing lashes. As you can see, I do have a little stack of them because they're definitely my go-to lashes for a beautiful dramatic eye for tutorials. The item that Jaclyn Hill made me buy, I guess, is the Maybelline Eye Studio Gel Liner in Black is Black. She compared this a lot to MAC gel liner, and this one's actually blacker. I remember this like it was yesterday. She held up two of them side by side, and you can see that the Maybelline one was actually blacker than the MAC one that she had. Oh my gosh, that was months and months ago, but it seemed like just yesterday. And ever since I saw that, her wing is perfect. I mean, her eye makeup is just flawless. As you'll see, or if you already know, you've seen it, you would know that made no sense. You know what I mean. F80 flat kabuki Sigma brush for foundation. Again, it's like her holy grail foundation brush, and it is mine as well. I have this one in an angled one as well, just for a backup when this one's really dirty. I switch over to that one while this one's washing and drying and that sort of thing. They both do pretty much the same thing, but the kabuki brushes from Sigma are amazing. Really cool to see Jaclyn using this Garnier Skin Renew Anti-Dark Circle Roller, longest name of the century, and it's a tinted one. I think this one's in medium or light. I'm not quite sure if it's like light, medium, whatever. Anyway, and this really does brighten underneath your eyes, and it blends really easily. I don't use it alone. I use it with like another highlighting product underneath the eye, but her under the eyes are just illuminating. They're always so bright. She looks so awake. Oh, it's like my dream face when I see her face. It's just perfection. So once I saw her using this, I was like, oh my gosh, I have that at the store. I had to buy it. So I bought it, and I absolutely love it. There's quite a bit of product into it because I've used it quite a bit, and there's still a nice bit in there. And the last thing recommended by her was this Coralista Benefit Blush, Box Blush. And it's just a corally color. Beautiful. I love watching Leanne send. I could care less if Leanne ever did makeup tutorials again for the rest of her life, as long as she kept vlogging or something, because it doesn't matter what she talks about. I just absolutely love watching her. I have to admit, at first I was a little skeptical because it was a lot to take in at first. I didn't know how I felt about her personality and that sort of thing. Not that she was mean or anything, it was just getting her sense of humor and getting to know her a little bit took a little while, and now she's definitely one of my favorite YouTubers to watch. Like I said, I mean, just her personality alone is amazing. Really into drugstore, inexpensive things. So is Emily Noel 87 as well. She's definitely a great YouTuber as well, so I'm going to put both of these in for this one because I know Emily also does a lot of tutorials with Wet n Wild palettes and that sort of thing. So yeah, I don't know which one of these was recommended, but once you try one, you gotta have them all. They are awesome. Next would be Koolguerrero. Another amazing personality, awesome at makeup, just everything. I mean, as soon as the video goes up, I have it watched within 5 minutes for sure. So she used to use this L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Crayon Concealer. This one is in N123 in Fair, and this is great for spot covering up blemishes and that sort of thing. And it's a great product. It is super blendable and it's really, really good. So thank you, Nicole, for that recommendation. I've been waiting for the right moment to share this with you. I watched one of Nicole's videos not that long ago, and I think it was her skincare routine, and she had this L'Oreal Youth Code Texture Perfector Serum. So she pretty much told me, and I know she's talking to everybody, but I'm pretty sure she said,
Jennifer Shepard, you need to go buy this.
And I went to the drugstore and bought it, and it was one of the most amazing skincare products I have ever purchased. Then I have a lipstick, and this one is more of a summer color that I used to wear. It is a Maybelline Color Sensational Vivids collection one, and it's in the color Vivid Rose. And Makeup by Ali used this one quite a bit. It looked beautiful on her, even though she's a fair blonde. I thought it looked good on me. I don't know, maybe it didn't, but I really, really liked wearing this color in the summertime. It's almost like a pink, hot pink red color. It's super wearable though, and it's really, really smooth, and it has good staying power as well. So that was definitely a influence from Ali. And now I'm down to products that I can't really remember if there was one person in particular that made this recommendation or was using it. Yeah, I'm just gonna say that YouTube in general, all beauty bloggers make me buy these things. So this one is a hair product. It's the L'Oreal Elnett Satin Hairspray. Recently I saw somebody using this. They said that it was amazing. It's brushable. It's really, really great hairspray. It's a little more expensive for just a drugstore hairspray, but I got this one in a Stronghold, and it is really great. It's for color treated hair, and it does smell funny. It almost smells like baby powder, which I knew they had told me in the review, whoever it was, that it kind of had a really bad smell, but it definitely works, and it's a great, great hairspray. Gosh, this famous duo, NARS. It's the only NARS product that I have because it is quite expensive, and these type of products I have to order online where I live. I don't have access to like a Sephora, Ulta, or anything like that. So it is a little harder to get something like this, and it is a little more pricey, so I didn't really buy a ton of the things. But everybody had me convinced that this was worth the money. So this is the NARS Orgasm Blush and Laguna Bronzer Duo. And honestly, I have not used this a whole lot. I really, really like it. I find that the Coralista Benefit Blush, Box Blush that I showed you, is very similar to this Orgasm. This one is a little more sparkly, which I'm not a fan of. I actually prefer the Coralista. And the Laguna Bronzer is great, but again, there's a drugstore product that I like better. So, I mean, every now and then I do go back and I try to give this a little love because I feel like I'm neglecting it, and when you do pay a bit of money, it's kind of heartbreaking to know that you're not using the product. So every now and then I do go back and make sure that I give this a little love. And another famous product is Urban Decay Naked Palette. I have the basics, and this one is just a bunch of matte shadows and one shimmery champagne color shadow. That's a great everyday palette, and I use it a lot. I have the Naked Original one and the Naked 2 palette as well. These are very, very similar, but they're not. yeah, I don't know. And guys, if you see anything that you want me to do a review on, or if you want me to do a look using a certain palette or anything, I mean, I almost need to show you my collection of makeup so you guys can see what I have, and then if you see something, tell me like, oh, do a look using this or that or this or something. So maybe that's something I'll do once I get a little more organized. Extremely similar colors. It's a wide range. This one has a little more, the Naked Original palette has a little more darker colors. This is a great palette that I grab for that outer V color when I'm looking for something to intensify that, because there's beautiful colors in it. The Rimmel Stay Matte Powder, Pressed Powder. This one I have in natural. I also have it in translucent. And one I like for putting underneath the eyes, and the other one I like using all over the face just to mattify my foundation if I have something that's more dewy. But yeah, it is a really great powder. It's very inexpensive, which I think that's part of why it is so popular. This Hard Candy Tiki bronzer, everybody talks about this as well for highlighting the tops of the cheeks and stuff. And I think in every video that I watch that someone uses this, they always say like, the Hard Candy Tiki bronzer, but it's not a bronzer, it's a highlighter. So everybody is confused by the name of this. It's a So Baked bronzer, but it's not a bronzer. But anyway, it's a great highlighter anyway. It's a good product, and again, I don't know who specifically made me buy this, but YouTube definitely did. Last item was a more recent purchase. Well, not really recent, I guess, but a couple months or whatever. And it's a Scandinavia Bridal Makeup Finishing Spray. Last item was a more recent purchase. Well, not really recent, I guess, but a couple months or whatever. And it's a Scandinavia Bridal Makeup Finishing Spray. I want to say it was, no, I know who it is now, but I can't remember her name, but I'll link it below. She did a review of a bunch of finishing sprays from e.l.f., NYX, Scandinavia, Kat Von D. I said that one. She recommended the bridal one because this one apparently, even though they both say, the regular one and this one both says the same thing, but apparently this one had the best staying power and kept you matte, that type of thing. If you guys want to see a collection, like a makeup collection video, or if you want to see a tutorial using certain makeup products or certain makeup brand products or something like that, please leave it below. It's really, really great getting feedback from you guys and knowing what you want to see. I mean, I might do something and you might think it's useless, even though I know it is helpful to certain people or a certain group of people, but I have a few ideas for the next few videos, but I definitely would like to hear from you guys and see what you want to see, because you're the ones that are watching it. Yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, and thanks so much for watching, and hopefully this isn't too long. I know I had a lot of products to go through, but I really appreciate you guys tuning in, so I'll see you next time. Bye!